Hello friends, and welcome back to another episode of Fishcraft. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all so very much. Since last episode, I have been very busy with not building, not collecting any resources. Well, I guess this kind of counts as collecting resources, but I've been very busy doing all kinds of fishing. I haven't slept in a long time. At the end of last episode, I was around about, I think, the 73,000 mark for fish caught. And after nearly 2 weeks, I have caught 85,644. And hopefully I can catch even more. And by hopefully, I mean right now. I'm just can't wait for this rain to go away. And the rain is done, which does of course mean it's time to get started on today's video. I have a lot of things that I want to do today, and I'm really excited to do them. First things first, I need to rename my donkey that I've got to Loaf, because I've got a lot of sand I need to collect, and it is going to be a lot easier if I've got my little pack mule with me. While on the topic of name tags, I completely forgot that I have my niece and nephew come over, and my little niece, she named this villager right here Grillby, and I think that's an adorable name. And my nephew renamed this little sheep right here to Hay Bill, like Hay Bale, but Bill. It's cute. Thank you very much, Fela and Edie. And after a surprisingly little amount of time, I have managed to get an entire inventory full of sandstone, and also I think I've put some more in the barrels over here. I've got 2 stacks here and a bit of a barrel here. I don't know how much sandstone I'll need exactly, but this is gonna have to do for now because I have to cook all of this into smooth sandstone. And to save as much time as I can, I think I'm going to slightly automize the smelting process here. I haven't done this before, and I hope it works. Right, so I've just sectioned off everything into bits of 4, equal amounts of coal and sandstone per barrel. And while that's cooking away, I think I'm going to do some side fishing really quickly. 2 seconds. Alright, that is the sandstone all cooked up. I just need to get started on collecting the rest of the materials I need for this building, and I should be good to go. Oh gosh, that's right. Before I get started, I need to put away these mending books and talk about what it is I'm going to be building in today's video. Now, as you know, I've been doing a lot of fishing recently in this world, and I haven't been building very many boats, right? I talked about that in the last episode. I have all these docks over here, but I don't have no boats. I've just got one little boat so far. And I am very much so hoping to change that in today's video, because I've been inspired recently by my own buildings, actually. I've been noticing that a lot of them are they have like a lot of copper and like kind of a steampunk feel to them. So I decided that I've already got one regular kind of boat, and it also kind of looks a bit steampunk. This is the boat right here. It gives off little steampunk little vibes over here. It might just be the colors or something, but I really love it. So I thought I may as well try to embrace the steampunkiness just a little bit. So I've gone in my creative world, and I have designed a Victorian steampunk-ish kind of airship. I don't think that really counts as a boat, but it does have ship in the name, and it has a ship attached to it. So I guess it kind of works. And I spent a really long time coming up with this build, but also I have no clue how to build airships. I've never done it before. I've never done anything even close to it. Building a regular boat, like the one behind me, is the closest I've got to building something like this. It definitely shows. After like 8 hours or something of just building in creative, I did come up with something I'm happy with. But as of right now, we've only got the smooth sandstone for the resources and stuff, so I need to gather up as much spruce as I can. I have to do that a lot, don't I? I have to gather a lot of spruce. Right, I need to get some spruce, and I also need to get some glazed terracotta. Now, it's a lot of different colors. You'll see why I use so much later on, but I really am excited to build this. What? What? Okay, I just was doing some fishing before I got started on collecting the materials, and I got another mending book. Although I'm not really all that surprised, honestly. I've been doing so much fishing recently that I'm almost desensitized to catching mending books now, which is a right shame. I like being excited to catch stuff. Maybe I've been doing too much fishing. I'm just kidding. Right, moving on from the mending book stuff, I need to go gather up some terracotta. And not just regular terracotta, all kinds of glazed terracotta. And I think you can get that from cooking it, right? You just pop it in a furnace, and then bada bing, bada boom. You got some shiny looking desert colored block stuff. Whatever. Yeah, I'm so good at making videos. This is great. While on the topic of making videos and stuff, there is one thing that I want to talk about. That's something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and it has to do with some fish. And by some fish, I mean, I think, probably like six 6 to 9 fish or so. I'm not really sure. But I had a pretty cute idea. So as you know, I'm a big fan of fish and fishing related activities and stuff. So I've been thinking, right? I spend a lot of time on this world and I need to have some fun doing it. So I thought I could make a little tiny mini game of this sorts that can also be interacted with through the audience and stuff. And that was going to be a little tiny little fish racing Grand Prix. This is a weird place to talk about this inside the cave. I'm gonna collect this terracotta really quick, and then we'll come back to this. Okay, I've collected up as much terracotta as I can be bothered to grab right now. This should definitely be enough. I just need to go color it and put it through the cooker, and we are good to go. And regarding the fish racing Grand Prix, I'm in desperate need of some name suggestions for a pufferfish, a cod, and a salmon, plus 3 other tropical fish, but I don't know which tropical fish to choose from. I think there's something along the lines of like 3,000 different tropical fish in the oceans in this game, which I plan on catching all of, by the way. Oh, sorry, I meant 6 tropical fish. Yes, so I need 6 tropical fish names and 6 tropical fish variations. So if you all want to choose the names, I would very much appreciate it, but it's okay if you don't want to. And I've really got to sort my inventory. Oh, my cat just jumped on my mouse. Okay, quick recap. I need 6 names for tropical fish. No, wait. No, so, take it back. I need 9 names, 6 of which are for tropical fish, and 3 of which are for jelly. Are for a pufferfish, a cod, and a salmon. And I need 6 tropical fish variations. I know that's a lot to ask, but I just really like having the community intertwined with the stuff I do in my videos. And with that, I should be good to go on the little airship thing. I've got just about all the resources I need to get started, but it's raining, so I'm just gonna do some fishing instead. Well, as soon as I started, it stopped. Oh, fine. All right, let's get started on this building. Ta-da! That is the airship, all fully fit. Oh. I forgot my pillars. I don't know why I do this myself. Oh, no. I've got a pillar back up there. All right, round 2. Here we go. Okay, now the airship is all finished. I'm really happy with how this came out, especially the little patchwork patches I've given it. I'm not really sure what to call those, but I was trying to make it look like this airship kind of was just thrown together with all my scrap like cloth and stuff. I've got some fabric fins sticking off, like, you know, because it's a fish. If you couldn't tell, I like fish. Well, anyway, yeah, pretty much this whole airship here was just made. Woo! Loaf, you scared me, buddy. Goodness gracious. Anyway, pretty much this whole airship here was made up just on the fly. Yeah, I don't really know what I was doing, but I do quite like it, especially the little flippers sticking out on the side here. Except there's one thing I noticed. Are these going the right direction? I feel like they're supposed to be this direction, right? The flat side goes over here. I don't really know. This is the front of the boat, and here's the little flippers. Oh well. We're just gonna say on this particular boat, it's more aerodynamic for them to be like this, because it's like they're like shark fins, but sideways. That's my wait. Do shark fins have to fly on the front? Oh. I don't know anything. I also was really happy with the little fishing hook I put on the bottom. Look, I used a glazed terracotta as like the bobber or the lure, and I've got the dead coral fan sticking off the side to make it look like it's one of those puffy ones. We've got some anchor, and we've got some counterweight to hold the anchor up whenever you're pulling it upwards or something. You know, boat stuff makes total sense. I'm starting to regret not researching anything. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I've just built an airship, yet I really don't I don't actually have a way to get up there now. I have to pillar my way up there. This was a horrible idea. Do you reckon if I had wings, I could just fly up there? Yeah, I guess that could work. All right, guess I'll go get an elytra. Bonk. Bonk. And there's a ship. Then there's the wings. Look at all this stuff we built. We got a lot of little things over here. Is it weird that I'm more excited to have shulker boxes now for doing my fishing endeavors than it is to actually have a pair of wings? And you wouldn't believe how much time it takes. Is that a skeleton horse right behind me? That's a regular skeleton horse. It doesn't have a saddle. Oh. Okay. So this is just a saddle A saddleless skeleton horse. Why do I just got just a regular little skeleton horse over here without a saddle on? Where'd you come from, little buddy? I like them. I've only got like 20 of them so far. Oh my gosh. I completely forgot to mention that I got some horse armor, finally, for my little white stallion that I got in the last video. I'm remembering so many good things. I need a name for the horse, and after doing some looking, I have found one that I think I quite like. And this horse name suggestion comes from Dustman Diagnostics. Welcome to the team, Frostmere. Now that we've got the horse stuff all situated, it is time to move on to the next part of the video, which is the pumpkins. I know it's very close to the... Oh my gosh, this skeleton horse only has two hearts left. I know it's very close to the festive season. It's the holidays, you know, Christmas and stuff being around the corner. But there are some more people I need to add to the pumpkin patch. Just hope I've got enough signs here. Oh yeah. Yeah, I totally should have enough signs. Oh my goodness. I've just looked at my list. I have so many names. Okay, here we go. Rapid fire pumpkins. We've got Chris Loves Cats, Fishy by Mamabization, My Pumpkin by Peanut Butter RS, Blep by Brookie Fookie, Sunji by Not Swit, Vix by The Amazing Vix, Eat Quackers 07, Empress Little Bit. We just gotta hope this one doesn't turn into a golem. And we've got Howl by Fenrir and Flowers, honoring their beautiful, gorgeous little kitty cat. We've got A Cute Little Face by Limone. Then we've got Orange Turtle. Then we have Phala with a cute little heart face. Datron Plays. We've got Ryan, Sim Peasant, Kafko Moo, Bob the Turtle by Bobby Carver. And we've got Nicho or Nico. I'm so sorry. We've got Zulika, and of course we have Key, Danesto, we have Chaos, Pazuka, then Sackboy, Jimmy the Gremlin, and then finally we have Hannah Banana. Thank you so much, everybody, for leaving such lovely comments. I had a really good time doing this. Thank you again. And with that, I should be good to move on from the pumpkin stuff. What I need to do now is I need to gather up some colors of dye, because now that I've got some shulker boxes, I want to start trying to organize my fishing endeavors a little bit. I just need to be able to maybe not take as many breaks during fishing that I am currently. Because it might not look like it, but my inventory fills up very, very quickly from fishing. So having all these extra shulker boxes, I feel like are going to be super, super helpful. I'm not very good at color coordination or anything like that, or organizing, really. So I'll do my best with what I've got, and I'll say this many shulker boxes is good. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Oh, that fits perfectly into one line. I love that. But I do want them to be all different colors. Oh gosh. I can't find my purple dye anywhere. There we go. I just had to make some. Oh, and it's raining. Oh, it knows. Okay, so I've got all the different colors that I want to use for my shulker boxes. So let's really quickly dye them, and then we're gonna do some fishing. Also, I don't know if anybody noticed, but I seem to have a really hard time saying shulker box. I don't know why, but it's pretty much always been that way. It just happens, and I'm sorry. Yeah, there we go. We got a whole inventory. Look at all these different shulkers we got. Now, I would say we could use the airship, or we could break the airship in by doing some fishing off of it, but I've already pre-tested this, and the fishing rod, unfortunately, does not reach off the top of the airship. You can do a bit of fishing off the side of the anchor, or sorry, not the anchor, the lure, if you sit at the very bottom below the fence right there, but that's the only spot. So it doesn't really work for that, unfortunately, which is fine. I do love the little flow boat over there still. Anyway, it's time to do some fishing. Look at how many skeleton horses are in the water right here. Somebody should really do something about that, and I will, as soon as I organize this. Oh my goodness, that reminds me. I completely forgot to mention the fact that I have been doing some very, very big chores. Oh, that is a beautiful, beautiful little horse. Sorry, I'm getting distracted pretty easily. I've been doing some chores on the Fishcraft world, and number one was to reduce some of the lag, because I've been using the shaders. I couldn't help but notice that I was getting like 40 frames or so when I had my render distance turned all the way up, and whenever I looked at my F3 tab, it said I had like 700 entities all within like my field of view while I was looking at the little catfish village, which is entirely absurd. I don't know where those entities came from, and I assumed it was, oh, hi, Rat Beast. And my guess was that it came from the item frames and stuff that were attached to the chests down here. So I went through and I did a little bit of remodeling. I removed all the item frames. I put them on the pillars here. just to kind of block off my storage instead of label each individual chest. I think we're just gonna do chunks at a time. And I must say, I think I like this version a lot better. It's a lot less cluttered, and now I don't have to use all my leather that I get from fishing. I also think that when I do this third floor, I'm not going to use chests anymore. I'm going to use barrels because I did some research, and apparently using a bunch of chests makes it extra laggy, so I need to work on that. You know what else I need to work on? Palm trees. It doesn't matter how many people's tutorials I watch on how to make a proper palm tree. I just can't seem to land on something that I'm happy with. That's okay. I think these will do for now. And with that being said, I do believe it is time to move on to the next part of the episode, which actually has to do with these little guys. All these skeleton horses. I got all kinds of them over here, and I kind of run out of space for them already. I just have so many of them. Oh my gosh, wait, is it the chests that are doing that to my frames? No, surely it's not all those chests down there, right? Anyway, moving past lag, I need to get started on what it is I'm going to be doing temporarily with these skeleton horses. And I reckon I have a great idea for this. Just need to find the right spot, which I hope is over here inside this bamboo jungle next to my starter base. And I'm choosing this forest because I still want to have access to all the horses whenever I need to, so they're not going to be very far away, but I also need them to be far enough away from me to where they're not loaded in and I won't get lag or anything for them being an entity and such. Alright, here's my idea for what I could do for this little skeleton horse pen. So, I know it's not very creative, but I was thinking maybe along the lines of a big old rib cage inside of some spooky looking, nethery kind of themed little skeleton horse pen kind of deal. Yeah, you get it. Okay, the materials are together. I can't figure out where I want to place this thing anymore. Oh, forget it. I'm gonna say right here is good. I don't even know where I am. I think this is, yep, I'm just gonna wing it. All right, I think this spot should be about big enough now. On the whole, I think this looks good for the base. So here's what I got. We're gonna have a big old square right here, surrounded by black stone walls, and then on top of the black stone walls, we're gonna have some fences, and then a small opening somewhere with some carpet on top, so that the horses can't escape. I'm finding it increasingly difficult to talk about this while I do it, so I'm just gonna do it already. Oh my goodness. I just realized that now that I've got an elytra, I can do the little takeoff and then look at it from afar. Yeah, I think this looks okay. Though I will say, using FreeCam is a lot easier. Look at this little rib cage. Is it obvious that I didn't look at any reference images when I built this? It's just a rib cage straight out the dome from like a cartoon or something. I love it. And then we got a little fishtail sticking out, a little fishtail bone, if those exist. Are there fishtail bones? Right. Well, anyways, I think this should be just about done. I need to go and grab the skeleton horses now and somehow get them into this pen. And there's a beautiful cow right there. Actually, I'm gonna save that for another time because... Oh, I've done it again. I'm gonna save the skeleton horse business for another time because I need to enchant these pairs of wings here, and I've got just the books for it. So we're gonna put this one in here, and we're gonna call them the Whimsy Wings. Oh, I really hope I spelled that right. Right, now that we've got the elytra stuff out of the way, it is the moment I've been waiting for. All week, I finally get to do some more fishing. My only regret is that I can't do it from the airship. Right, so without further ado, let's get into the fishing. Whoop. All right, that is the fishing all fully finished. I am a little bit sad though that I had to end it a little bit before my goal of the 5,000 fish that I usually get in a video. This is really weird using an elytra flopping around everywhere. I don't like this. There we go. Okay, cool. So as I was saying, I'm a bit sad that I had to end the fishing a little bit earlier than normal because it's almost 2 a.m. already, and it's the night before I have to upload this video. I think at the start of this video, I was at, I think 86,000 fish, and I'm currently at 89,216. I'm so close to 90,000. I can't believe it. I also really wanted to try out the MCI fishing minigame stuff that came out recently, but honestly, I don't think I have the time. As fun as it would be, I'm sure, I really need to dig deep and keep on fishing on my Fishcraft world. I'm super close to 100k, and I don't know how much How much do I need to do for this series? 200k? 300k? A million? No, that's too much. Yeah, honestly, I think I'll just fish until I physically cannot fish anymore. That's my end goal. Just fish till I drop. While on the topic, I need to go sort out my shulker boxes into the mess that is my storage system down there. But I think I've just about run out of time. So I thank you all so very much for watching this episode of Fishcraft. I appreciate every single one of you, and I will see you in the next one. Loaf. Okay. Bye-bye.